time for us to look them in the eye, stand up everybody, and let's thank them. And what I want to beg of each one and every one of you is that this is just a token of our appreciation. So whatever you're doing, when we call them up front, please, let's give them a standing O. When I get on the plane, right now, my home says Chicago for municipal, we'll change our image, you know. A Timoma is standing ovation for these people. They've done well. Okay? All right. Doc, it's all.
Thank you. My name is Dr. Cromwell. I'm the business manager of the Ghana National Council. And I'd like to start by our first award, where we will be giving it to Gold Coast Home Health Incorporated. And coming forward is Mr. Rubin and Ms. Rosemary. And we would like to thank you for providing unwavering support for Ghanaian community in all programs. God bless you and thank you.
Oh, wait a minute, please. If you appreciate them, let's stand up for them. If you appreciate them, let's stand up for them. They did this because they believe in it. It's not all about money. Please, let's see that. Whatever it caused them to do what they did, it's far more than the few energy pieces that you're using to stand up. For those of you who stood up, thank you very much. Next is...
Thank you. Next is a gentleman that has been helping us tremendously in the community for many, many, many years. We are giving him the award of Entertainment Mogul. This will be presented to Lodging Entertainment for his great care of bringing promotion of all Ghanaian artists. He is the one responsible for bringing all of our artists to Ghana Fest. Papalaki, we thank you.
Okay, he's going to stand here until we get the standing O. It's not fair to do it for one and not the other. Please give it up. Please give it up. Let's show our appreciation. It doesn't cost much for you to stand up for them. Thank you. It looks like this side is doing better than this side. Oh, look at this. Please look at it. And this is the unforgiving side. Oh, this is okay. They are unforgiving, but they are appreciative. I like that. Okay.
Next, there are a group of businessmen in the Chicagoland area that are making great strides to getting us a Ghana House. We are giving the next award that is called Community Business Excellence Award, and it is going to Akaba Hall for their extraordinary diligence in bringing a community center to Ghanaians in Chicago. So we welcome all the owners of Akaba Hall. Thank you.
Oh, so this is the hall where they do events, right? You, my friend, the people who don't stand up, don't allow them into your hall. Okay? If you want to go to the hall, please stand up. Stand up. Oh, this side, I love you. What's wrong with this side? Hey. And she said, I saw you on the first. All right. Okay.
The next award, I would like for everyone to please stand. We are giving a Community Leadership Award to none other than our own Vice President of the Ghana National Council, Mr. Kasim Abubakari. The hardest working person.
Okay. No, this is getting too much. I'm going to do something. Have they served the food yet? How can we punish this side? Do we have anything to punish this side? Okay. We are in a forgiving mode, so yes, I will. All right. This next award, I want to create your indulgence to listen to this. Okay? Ghana is an energy destination. Ghana has an oil and gas economy now. Does anybody know how it came about? These are people who do things in the quiet, and I can personally attest to two men who dared all odds. If I start to tell their story, you will cry, I guarantee you. Because the number of doors that were shut in his face, in their faces, the sacrifice. If you live in America and you make 6 figures and you believe in a project in Ghana, that is like a lottery. That's how much chance you have for succeeding. This gentleman gave up a 6-figure income right here in the United States and went to Ghana to earn $36,000 in Ghana because he believed in something that companies after companies after companies after companies have gone to Ghana and failed. Until he and his friend came around, Ghana used to be known as the oil and gas graveyard. Oil and gas graveyard, you know what it means? It means companies who there's a company they will come, invest sometimes $50 million, they don't find the oil, and GMPC will shake their hand and say, thank you, it's nice doing business with you. And then the companies collapse. Time after time and time. And this man still believes there's oil and gas in Ghana. And so he quit his job of 6-figure income and moved to Ghana. And one day at 2:30 a.m., he received a call and said, I've skipped a lot of the very, very emotional and dramatic aspect of the story. But one day at 2 a.m., he was sleeping, he got a call from the oil rig. And they told him, Tanasi, who said, if you're delivering a message to somebody, you want to make sure the person is sitting well. Now, think about that for a minute. If Ghana had not found oil, this man would be on the street now. But it's because of him and his friends that Ghana has an oil and gas economy today that's employing millions and is attracting everybody into Ghana now. So, if you haven't stood up this side, I am begging you, this award is very special. He and his friend is going to be awarded at a later date, but we chose him because he is the reason that Ghana has an oil and gas economy. His name is Mr. George Yaa Owusu. Please stand up for, let me tell you, if you hear his story, he is the reason Ghana has an oil and gas economy. And at the last minute, he got called back to Ghana. So, he sent Mr. Eugene Ofori to come here and collect on his behalf. So, what does it say? It says, Lifetime Achievement Award in Business presented to George Yaa Owusu for your persistent pursuit that led to Ghana having an oil and gas economy. And for this, I want to call my friend also. Oh, whoa. Come in. Mr. Joseph Owusu. I forgot to mention that this man was part of the story. And there is a reason for it. Because you know what? And I know you're standing, please bear with me. Okay? The time that we found the oil, as usual, Ghana, they started persecuting him. He came this close to losing whatever part he played in it. And so, what happened is, he had 3.5% of the stake in Ghana. Ghana's Jubilee Field. And he came this close to losing it because he owed money. And the people he owed money to said, my friend, take this $16 million and walk away. He said, no. How many people here would reject $16 million? You see, he said no. And then they offered $50 million. He said no. And this man, you see him like that, he's very crazy. I'm using crazy in the right way. They offered $150 million, and he was their advisor. They said no. And they were 10 days away from losing everything. Because he owned 3.5% of an asset that was worth $10 billion. So if it's $10 billion and he owned 3.5%, would you just accept 150? That's 1.5. But these are the guys who made the argument, and in the end, they sold their stake for $305 million for bringing oil and gas to Ghana. Give it up for them.
I don't know what to say. All I would like to say is that everything Jermaine has said is right. But right now I live in Ghana. In 2003, we brought Cosmos Energy to Ghana. In 2007, July, Ghana found oil in commercial quantities. And now Ghana is an oil producing country. I used to be in oil and gas, and I live in Ghana now. But because of the way those of us in the diaspora, it is difficult for us to work our way back home. Not all of us will get the opportunity to find a company that will take you to Ghana.
The Ghana National Council of Chicago has done exemplary work of promoting Ghanaian culture. It is not surprising that the very first time that, upon the acceptance of DNT's proposal to include a corporate component to their historic Ghana Fest weekend, the ensuing pre-festival Friday night dinner was a standing room only affair attracting high-level personalities. Here, they danced the night away as superstar Serena Gisha sang one of her hit songs. This event may have been a first, but its phenomenal success suggests that tickets to subsequent editions of it would be some of the hottest things to come by. It's not very day that one sees Her Excellency Hajia Alima Mahama, Ghana's ambassador to the United States, Honorable Mohammed Awal, Ghana's Minister of Tourism and Culture, and Honorable Kennedy Ejapon, Member of Parliament, share the same floor enthusiastically dancing with the crowd.
Final award, because I know, you see this side, they don't stand up, but when the song starts, guess who gets on the floor first? You wait. Huh? Okay, now we're down to our final award. I'm sure you've heard of her in videos. She's very energetic. The name of this award is very apt. You know, in English, some of the shortest words are the most powerful ones. And the name on this award is very apt in describing this young lady. You don't mind me calling you a young lady. Former ambassador of African Union to the United States. came to Washington and saw decay, not in Washington, but decay in the relationship between foreign interests and Ghanaian interests, African interests. She saw how the France soccer team, they've started 10 of them are from Africa, and it's not only football. They live off of Africa. And you know what? This lady said, no, I'm going to, somebody's going to talk about it, I'm going to talk about it. And before she came, there have been men after men after men who have occupied positions in Washington and not say a word. And what does that story remind you of in Ghana? Which woman stood up when men could not stand up? Which woman stood up when men could not stand up? Thank you. So, if a woman stands up when men could not, and because of her, France has changed a lot of its policies towards Francophone Africa. And you know what? One time I interviewed her, I said, are you not afraid of your life? You know what she told me? She said, I'm just a mother, I'm tired. I am simply tired. And by the way, born and raised in Zimbabwe, but guess what? She's Ghanaian. She got that position on a Ghanaian passport because she looked all over Africa, didn't find Mr. Right until she got to within the borders of Ghana to marry my brother, Dr. Kwao. So ladies and gentlemen, please give it up. If you're tired of how foreigners are treating Africans, give it up for the Lioness of Africa, the Yaa Asantewaa of our time, to receive the Contemporary Yaa Asantewaa Award, presented to Ambassador Dr. Arikana Kwao for your unique bravery in fighting to protect the interests of Africans. Ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted to present this one to you myself.
Thank you. Your Excellency, Honorables, brothers and sisters, distinguished guests, my sisters from Chicago, from Ghana, all over Africa, and all over the United States, thank you all so much for this award. And I accept it on behalf of all of us, African diaspora, for all the hard work, all the hardships, all the difficult times that we go through as we try uphold and keep up with our brothers and sisters on the continent. I know, living in this country, living outside home, it is not easy, but we do it because that's what it's going to take for us to build the Africa that we want. The story that my brother Jermaine has shared with all of you, it is a story that's very clear to all of us. We live every day the struggles and the suffering, the abuse, the disrespect of us as a people, simply because we happen to be the only species on earth with the dominant gene. That dominant gene is the reason why they are going after us. They came to Africa and took everything that they possibly could take away from us. But the one thing they could not take away from us to this very day is the fact that no matter what they do, we remain the only indestructible gene on earth. It is intimidating, as you might imagine. Even as we speak today, there's actually a date and a time when some species shall be extinct. Are you aware of that? There is a date and a time that some species are going to be extinct. It is precisely because of that fact that we are going through, we're suffering and being tortured to the extent that we are being tortured, because they realize that their end is in sight and there is nothing they can do to destroy us. We, the beautiful, the intelligent, sophisticated, highly adaptable, and totally indestructible, the African. So as you go through your day-to-day lives, as you are being abused, as you are being treated as a fifth-class citizen, just remember, no matter what they do, when it's all said and done, you will destroy them. I tell young ladies when I'm mentoring them, I tell young youth when I'm mentoring them, that if you have somebody who doesn't look like you, who chooses to abuse you, who chooses to treat you as a second-class citizen, just tilt your head and say to yourself, I will eliminate you. If all the young men and women of color were to choose to only mate with non-people of color, give it a couple of generations, the whole world will be black. Now how powerful is that? So remember that when somebody tries to mess with you, who really matters the most. We, and I'm going to say this to all men in here, you all need to get up and get on your knees every day and thank the black woman. Because without the black woman, there wouldn't be humanity as you know it. There wouldn't be human beings without a black woman. So yes, let's not forget that when it's all said and done, the world owes us as black women. As such, it is the black woman who fought, stood up all over Africa to fight the white men when they came to Africa. It is going to take the black woman once again to stand up and fight those forces that choose and struggle to put us down.
When someone keeps popping up time and time and again, you know they're doing something right. This special lady became the minister of local government. And in Ghana, I realized that sometimes we line up a lot of positions, but what did they accomplish during those times is missing. But this lady is special because under her leadership is when Ghana created 6 additional regions as Minister of Local Government. And then because of the great work that she did, the president sent her to Washington, D.C. to be Ghana's ambassador to the United States. Please welcome me, Dr. Beautiful lady, lauded by profession, Her Excellency Ambassador Hajia Alima Mahama. Let's hear it up.
Thank you very much, Mr. MC. Honorable Minister, Honorable Member of Parliament, Honorable Council, the Ghana National Council President, Vice President, and Executive
Executive, my brothers and sisters, all distinguished guests, distinguished invited guests, good evening. It's a pleasure to join you this evening, to come in and see fellow Ghanaians looking so beautiful, looking so excited and so happy. I do appreciate that. And I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate those who've been recognized and honored, and to congratulate my sister, former UAU ambassador to the US. I'd like to congratulate you. It's because of your work that you are being recognized. It's because of your sacrifices that you are being recognized. So I also take the opportunity to congratulate you. And as ambassador of Ghana, let me congratulate all Ghanaians. You've made my work here very easy. Wherever I go, whichever place I go, whichever city I go, I'm always told that Ghanaians are well behaved. Ghanaians are smart. Ghanaians are hardworking. So that makes my work easy for me. You don't give me trouble, so I can relax. And I appreciate that. So congratulations. Keep up the good work. Because of your attitude, Ghana continues to build a strong relationship with the U.S. government. So we have a good relationship with the U.S. government because of you and because you are all here supporting, working hard. I went to a place, they told me that, but for Ghanaians, our health system will collapse. Because you have our Ghanaians holding up the health system in the community. So I appreciate you and I congratulate you. You usually have problems with visa, problems with passports. We are trying so much to work with you to reduce those constraints. Today like this, yesterday we sent our consular team for those who have already filed their forms, they have paid their fees. They are here capturing their biodata, capturing their data, and issuing the passports to them today. And we were able to do that because from the Pentecostal Church teamed up with some opinion leaders and have mobilized the people, about 200, who were ready to get their passports. And they got a room for us on Broadway. Is it Broad Street or Broadway? Broadway. On Broadway. I went to observe it. It's going on well. So periodically, if you have people who have gone through the process, won't come if it's just 20, because that will not be economical. But if you organize yourself about 200 or more, the team will come down to support you, take on all your data. But the good news is that we are working hard to ensure that Chicago will get your own honorary consulate.
As Ochame Kwame close out the evening, DNT joins the Ghana National Council of Chicago to congratulate Dr. Arikana, George Owusu, and all other award recipients at the first ever Chicago Ghana First Corporate Awards dinner. The event highlighted the value of recognizing those among us who go above and beyond for Mother Ghana and Mother Africa.